Here, look, I'll help you. I'll take your poster outside for you.
No, I'd like you to keep it here for when the police arrive.
I would love to take it outside.
But I would love it for when the police arrive, because that's actually evidence, so I'd like to keep it. Austin, Texas, a city of great coffee, great food, great conversation, and people who want to vandalize our property and see us die. Meet Day. He's just your local transgender juice barista who calls for acts of violence in his spare time. What kinds of acts? Like publicly posting our specific location with calls to visit us, slash our tires, and teach us lessons ensuring that we'll never make ourselves vulnerable again. How do we know that he, she, Z meant business? Because he, she, Z said so while recruiting the same friends who helped him deface the Robert E. Lee statue at UT. Silly. That's a crime too. Oh well. Civility's great, but you plot violence, it's time to confront.
Hey, kid.
Hey, remember me?
No.
No? You don't remember me at all? Steven Crowder at all? No, not familiar?
No.
This is you threatening to slash my tires here?
Oh my god, dude. You need
Remember
to
this?
chill out.
Slashing my tires, and actually, funny enough, also the Robert E. Lee statue seems you helped deface.
We're trying to work.
Let me ask you, why do you think it's okay to threaten to slash someone's tires?
Hey,
I didn't do it.
Predictable, Z. The first instinct is always denial. But why did you do this, though, man?
Well,
You realize that you
why
put our crew in
don't you
danger. Lucky for us, we had a Bristol board. How about you check this out here? Don't,
know
before we,
this guy
we'll
is
leave this.
South?
Yeah. I'm a conservative who has a difference of opinion from you,
Sir, you're standing
and I've
in
never
the back
threatened
of
actions
house
of
of a
violence.
business,
I've
right?
never threatened to slash anyone's tires.
You need to get out, or we're gonna call the police.
You know what? Let's call the police officers. Because, matter of fact, we actually have. No, actually, I would like to speak with the police. We're about to file a report very soon.
Okay, you
So
should
I'm
do
giving you
that,
a
man.
chance. Listen to me. This is a part of being a man, is owning up to the actions here. When you threaten violence against someone,
Sir.
when you threaten violence against someone, part of being a man is taking ownership of your actions, taking responsibility.
You said you would come back when I was off work.
I will, but could you just? But I don't believe you're going to be here because you're a dishonest human being. You said you didn't even post this and acted like you didn't know me. I think you're a liar.
I think you need to go.
Well, let me ask you this. Could you just say, hey, you're sorry, take this down. Could you take this down? Could you take it down? Because there are other people. It's not going anywhere? Oh, there you go. He just admitted to doing it.
What? My name's on it. Of course I did. That has nothing
So
to
you
do
did do it. So you think it's okay to threaten someone and slash their tires?
I didn't do it.
So was it a joke?
Are your tires okay?
So does that make it? You know, it's a crime. It's a crime to threaten this. You understand that, right?
Okay, it's a crime.
Could you
to
take it down?
trespass.
Could you take it down?
No, it's a crime.
Could you take it down and just say, hey, listen, I don't really want to call actions to violence to people who disagree.
I think it's time for you to go, dude.
Part of being, come on, you want to play the part. Part of being a man is owning up to the actions and admitting what you did. They call the police? Well, good. I think they should call the police. I think we should call the police. We should file a report. I would like to, before filing a report, offer you the chance to take it down and just stop with the threats of violence. You stop with the threats, you take it down.
I already am, but everybody knows who this guy is, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. Just keep
Okay.
looking at me.
Oh my God,
You're all
why do you
right,
think
sir.
this
I'll
person's
go
being
sit in the
abused?
back.
This is a threat of violence.
I'm not going to.
You're not going to read it. Is that not issue? But
really.
First off, I would never threaten anyone here with violence. I hate violence, certainly for
That's
political
really fine.
opinions. Well, we actually had to change my mind, which is a segment we do where we sit down and we actually had Danielle here, who's running for city council, a transgender person, sit down for 40 minutes and talk. At that time, was threatening to slash our tires, and someone who works at UT was asking our car to be firebombed. The time for discussing is over. It's time to renounce the acts of violence coming from people who you employ.
So I can't speak to this. I'm on the clock. I can't speak to this right now, dude.
You can read, can't you? Listen here, and I've
Please-
listened to you.
Please
In this case,
step
can you
out.
understand?
Here, look, I'll help you. I'll
let
take
you
your
continue.
poster outside for you.
No, I'd like you to keep it here for when the police arrive. But I would love it for when the police arrive, because that's actually evidence, so I'd like to keep it. Or where did you put the board?
Absolutely. One of your friends nicely yanked it out of my hands, and he has it outside.
Gosh, so they got slightly
Yeah,
Yankee.
so a little Yankee, a little Yankee, a little Yankee.
A little Yankee.
Yeah, just like a little bit
Great.
of.
Well, I hope we have it on camera.
All of you need to walk out with your GoPros and your pretty cameras.
Oh, that's right, I guess. No right to film. Only when the super racist fascist police arrived to save them from the super racist fascist comedian, it turns out. And we are filming this, just so you know. I don't want you to be uncomfortable with it. She's complaining that you don't have the right to film. Again, these people don't understand single-party consent laws. Now, doesn't that strike you as odd? They attempt to claim that we were committing a crime, yet none of them, not one employee or manager, began filming. Because we want as much sunlight as possible. The left operates exclusively in the dark. So it turns out the police were actually super helpful, nice, and had a better grasp on the law than our favorite baristas. They were so great, they even went out of their way to refer to Z by Shim's biological gender.
Were they just posted on her wall about you?
Facebook, yes. All this person who works there.
And she works in here.
I guess they saw right past that newfound 5 o'clock shadow. Bigots. Oh well, it was at this point that we used their police call to file our very own police report. Yeah, you can. We have copies.
It's going to go to our detectives, and then our detectives will carry it from there. You can call 311, give them that case number. It's going to be the report that I'm going to be writing.
Well, thank you, officer, for being so helpful.
Sir.
If you send that email, I will get you everything, any questions you guys have. Thank you, bro. Thank you very
All right,
much. So I hope you understand where I'm coming from, and I do not want to make your lives harder.
You're not at all.
If it were your wives or kids, sure, you know, I'm sure you get it.
Yeah. No, 100%.
Now's the point where we peacefully leave, go home, sit on our footage, and wait for leftists to do what leftists do. Lie. Luckily, we didn't have to wait long at all for this Facebook post. Only none of that is true. I don't live in Austin, we're not expecting, I haven't spent all of my money, and a rudimentary Google search would show you I've been married happily for 6 years. So why the lies? About everything, why?
Don't you want something so you can like show the police what's going on?
Your secret's safe with us. In any case, thanks for the plug.
Do you know who this guy is? Look him up online.
It feels good to be loved. But just remember, kids, we have eyes everywhere, and we encourage all of you to be filming as early and often as possible. And if you act out violently or malevolently, be prepared to deal with the consequences. Because I will find you, I will confront you, and I will shame you.
America first. Love the flow.
Hey there, YouTube viewer. You like Samantha Bee? Of course not, because you actually made it to this end card. You are a miracle of the internet. I would say subscribe or hit the notification button, but I don't really know what that means on YouTube. You might not get notified anyway, but you can join up at louderwithcrowder.com/mug-club. That's mug with this wonderful hand-etched mug, and you get to watch not only clips, but the full 1 hour daily show every single day. That was redundant because I said daily, but every single day, but we're going to keep it anyway because we shoot these end cards a whole lot in one afternoon. We're scraping the bottom of the barrel with this one.